Infrastructure at Cost Management in Melbourne, Australia.
Hi, Sarah. Can you please tell me about your work you carry out at Curry & Brown?
So as Associate Director of Infrastructure, I commenced my current role with Curry & Brown nearly 2 years ago, and I was brought in to grow and develop Curry & Brown's focus in the infrastructure space. In Australia, there's a lot of money being spent on infrastructure upgrade projects, and we saw this as an area where Curry & Brown could expand their service provision and cost management services. And on a daily basis, I would contact clients that I am currently working with. We have projects for local government that include wharf redevelopments along Maribyrnong River, and we do bridge expansion projects, roadworks, and other rail work we're trying to expand into.
Fantastic. So what made you want to work in the construction industry?
As a child, I was always hands-on, and I got to high school and needed a direction to go in, and it was either physics or construction, and I decided in the end that it was design and construction that I really wanted to do. And so I went off and I did a building management course, and from that, in my final year, under the guidance of some amazing lecturers, I picked up a cadet position with the original Curry & Brown here in Melbourne, and that, as they say, is how I got into the construction industry. And from there, the directors of the Melbourne business at the time were amazing, the way they taught the cadets as we came through. It was a rotational program, and I got to experience both building projects and infrastructure projects. I worked in the Melbourne office. I was sent up to Brisbane 3 times, and any challenge or project that was thrown my way, I took it and I made it my own, and was supported by the business. It's been amazing.
That's great. Oh, so how was your experience working in the industry?
I think from the first moment that I made it into the industry, the small, because we were small at the time, the small company was very family orientated, and I was the newbie, and they took me under their wing. And so those older staff members, associates and senior QSs, were very mentoring in their manner. They passed on their experience. Even though I was female, it didn't matter. We had challenges. I was, brought into meetings to listen and participate. And the first moment that the director in the Melbourne office said to me that there was a position of a secondment position in ExxonMobil, where I would be looking at labour rates and enterprise bargaining agreements, I was up for the challenge. And with his support and guidance from a business perspective, and then the client's perspective, I had an exceptional ex-colleague of Curry & Brown who was actually in ExxonMobil, and he was the best mentor I have had, and his support and encouragement. And he had a daughter who was a couple of years younger than me, and he was a great teacher. And from that moment, I learnt that no question is a stupid question, and you never walk away from a task without clarifying what it is that you're meant to be doing, delivering, so that your understanding is correct, and you're kind of pedaling really quickly under the surface to keep up with things. But yeah, accept a challenge. It's great.
Oh, that's good. That's fantastic. So what are the biggest changes the industry needs to make to ensure it is more accessible to females?
So this one, I thought about this question. I think since COVID, there's been a lot of change in the industry and in the workforce that has made that work-life balance accessibility issue more consistent, and it's great. The working from home, despite homeschooling and all the other challenges that go on with, homes that aren't set up for 24/7 working. I think we're seeing some change, and that, is encouraging. I'm not sure where we'll be at when we go to our normal phase of working again. And I'm sure that, some businesses will struggle with women wanting that balance that they had between working from home and working in the office. I think that's one challenge and change that needs to be considered moving forward. And another one is just the promotion of, some senior females into the construction courses, and just encouraging the students that are coming through from senior school into university positions, and showing them what they can do. And it's not and not to box people into going in a certain direction. I have younger colleagues that have come through. I've mentored them. They've gone off in different directions because they want a taste of a contractor's QSing life. But they're struggling now to find the right balance as well. So yeah.
Interesting. Thanks.
Mm.
And what advice would you give to any females considering a career in the industry?
Give it a go. Take up the challenge. There are so many directions that you can go once you're in the industry. Obviously, I started off as a straight building QS, and opportunities arose within the office, and I took the challenge on, and and I worked with it. And if you can get the opportunity to change jobs and just focus on, what you like to do, it doesn't have to be desk-based. It can be client office-based. It can be site-based, and they all are very exciting. And there's obviously the industry at the moment, some major projects are going on, and the opportunities are out there for females. It's part of the appointment of some of these projects that the balance needs to be there. And we're seeing a lot of great industry focus through NAWIC and the Property Council and Infrastructure Australia that are supporting women in these roles and upskilling them and turning them into great leaders and mentors for everyone.
That's great. Thank you very much, Sarah. Thank you for today and for your interviews. Speak to you later. Bye.
Thank you. Bye.